Aren't I glad you're finally here? It's a believer's cycle, isn't it? We're here to mog the non-believers. In all my years of markets, I have never heard one single person say this. I've never heard them say that their goal is to make the least amount of money by buying the top and selling the bottom. I've never heard anybody say that. And you and I know, in markets, what do? They do exactly that. Buy tops, sell bottoms. But actually, forget the investment part of that. What they're actually doing is feeding dopamine, stopping the pain. Feeding dopamine, stopping the pain. Okay, so buying tops is feeding dopamine. That's what it is. Exactly what it is. And then stopping the pain is selling lows. That's what they do. Okay, so they're trading emotions. They're acting on their emotions. That's actually what they're doing. Okay, so you actually end up figuring out, friends, thank you for liking and subscribing. I've told you thousands of times. Most people are not in markets to actually make money. Their actions are completely the opposite of making money. Their actions are in sync with emotions. Okay, they're there to maximize dopamine. They fondle their soap in the shower. They touch their portfolio too many times. Okay, once you understand this, you really get to feel crypto markets participants in a very family-friendly way. It doesn't help when you have Uncle Jimmy Cramer here. Listen, at the literal, friends, December 2022. So Bitcoin was literally, I mean, like, you know, knocking on the coffin here. And Uncle Jimmy Cramer, look at this. He urged crypto investors, exit crypto. It's never too late. Okay, he literally says there's still plenty of time to sell your cryptocurrency holdings. It's never too late to sell. He literally said that. I'll never forget that. This is a screenshot from his video. It's never too late to sell. I'll tell you one thing. He said never too late to sell. Oh man, I remember that. I remember, like, thank God we've been saved. So if you go back and actually check, where is December 2022? I mean, like, you literally could not. It ain't too late to sell, friends. It's literally $16,000. Oh man. So yeah, you see, we want someone to follow. Always. We want someone with an answer. It's actually in our DNA, friends. We have a worship gene. Yeah, a lot of UFO guys know about it as well. But basically, I'm not joking, man. We've actually been hard-coded. We have a worship gene in here. That's why a lot of, like, Bible stories about, like, you know, Anunnaki and, like, all these ancient texts, like, we're like, man, a lot of these, I don't doubt them because it really is built into our DNA. And we're always, like, looking for an answer. Most of us are looking for that, you know? But sometimes the answer is not really what you want to hear. I mean, like, if you ever wonder why crypto moves the way it does, friends, this is what's in public channels. Meth is awesome. Hot rails. Gib. So this is real, man. I screenshotted this. I remember when I was like, wow, are we having discussions about highly illicit substances that fry your brain here in cryptocurrency and you're moving thousands, potentially millions of dollars out here? Yes. And without blinking, yeah, that's exactly what it's like. So you want to know, it really is. You are trading emotions out here, okay, in the markets. So remember, I prepared for you for this cycle. We ticked over to 2025. Tick. Now we wait for the unicorn. Waiting for your cycle. Fading it is a widowmaker as well. We are aware everybody wants a Jeet. I've shown you many pictures. Even yesterday, went through, showed you, like, you know, crypto banter. Everyone's psyopsing each other. They're saying selling may go away, but they're actually selling in March and probably going to sell earlier than that. The blood moon is in March. So I won't be surprised if on the crash of the blood moon, down, there's just a Jeet capitulation fest. And I can see it, man. Well, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, hey, man, do you understand you're only on side like a 2.3x after 5 years? Do you understand the terrible nature of that return? You may as well sell it for zero at that point. There's a disgusting return, just like me. Why are you clicking sell? You understand? That is horrific. You risked 100% of the bullet. This isn't the stock market where they got to print the Ponzi money to make it come back. No. You risked the whole bullet. You're only up at 2x after like 5 years. How on earth could you be clicking sell? But then you realize having these fun, logical, rational conversations, it doesn't apply to these people, friends. That's why we look to Younes for inspiration. I love this Younes, friends. This is awesome. So Younes is a vibe out here in the world. This is literally just everyone in crypto going around and dancing. Oh, man, this is less. If crypto was a person, it's literally him. It's literally Younes. I love him, man. He's awesome. Yeah, literally, if crypto was a person walking around in the universe, it's literally just Younes. Okay. Now, if you're sitting here doubting everything, friends, what I'm gonna do is I'll play for you some nice. We'll play some nice Cranky G music again. I just want to show you though the power of time. Okay, now I'm just going to use this example. We're going to go outside of markets because you already know in markets. Wow, your life can change in 1 year. I don't like talking like that, man. Like it's like kind of like it's salesman snaky. We avoid people like that in our life. You know what I mean? But actually, in crypto, it's true though. It's true. Like do you understand? Crypto goes literally parabolic to the freaking moon because the global 4-year liquidity cycle. And yes, literally your life does change within 12 months. I'm not even joking. In fact, it's actually less time than that. If you actually look at it, it actually changes in 50 days. It sounds so ridiculous because you just don't know where it starts. But that's how long that bull market euphoria goes for, right? But it's wild, man, because out of 3, like if you go back, friends, to even like this whole period of 2021, this whole year, the euphoria was only 50 days. Okay, it was literally 50 days. If you do 50 over 365 days, what is that, man? That is literally, man, that is 14%. Yeah, dog shit. By the way, imagine that over a 4-year period. That's actually 3%. So out of a whole year, you only felt happy for 14% of the time. Just think about the absurdity of that, man. Like I've told you this example. Imagine you had a friend who was just backstabbing you all day and they were only nice to you 14% of the time. You wouldn't call them your friend. You literally, you put this to their head. You tell them, hey, you ever threaten Spoonie again? You're not going to see the light of day, buddy. So, yeah, man, the markets, though, that's why most people aren't built for markets. It makes no sense. It is an abusive relationship. It really is. You get kicked in the nuts, and you're like, well, maybe tomorrow. And that's why, like, you're not the same in here. Because, ultimately, if there was no money involved, you wouldn't be doing this. Check this slippery slope out, okay? I want to show you the power, though, of time, okay? So it's starting off with, look at this. Now, this is one of those, it came out from this political side of Twitter, but I laughed at it. I was like, man, it's funny. So it started off with same-sex marriage. Let us get married, okay? Then, because I remember each one of these. I remember these, like, watching American stuff at the time, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wow, this is wild. So it starts off with that. Then it becomes bake our cake. I think there was like some controversy with some cake and some religious affiliation stuff, okay? Then it became the pronouns. Then allow minors to dance for us in drag. I remember started seeing this really weird stuff. In fact, I saw it and I was like, there's no way this is real. Yeah, it's real. I was like, no. I was like, yeah, it's real. I couldn't believe it. And then actually we have let teachers choose your kid's gender. Now, what made me laugh the most, friend, this is what actually, why it's funny. Actually, it's funny. The Wojak emoji characters being used here, I recognize all of them. There's a fat Wojak, if you remember him. So we have these internet personalities, man. This is, we've made all these in our head. You understand? This is internet media branding and memes. Yeah, here's the thing, man. Like, forget your politics. Who cares about politics? I'm just telling you, see how this means something to you? Okay? Like, we made this out of nothing. This is just a bunch of people on the internet bored using these Wojaks and colors. And somehow they're able to communicate these to us. That's why, like, the meme coin super cycle, memes, cults, religions, it just makes so much sense. Like, we care about this stuff more. Do you know what zero knowledge, elliptic curve, privacy technology, you don't know what the hell that is, bro. I don't care. But when you see this, it means something to you, okay? So like I said, friends, don't worry about your political affiliation. I'm just telling you, this whole thing happened in just 9 years. Literally just 9-year period, okay? That's 2 cycles, man. 2 cycles. So I just want, like, for you to be reminded, like, if that can happen in 9 years, man, surely we'll get a portfolio bag pump of like 20x higher or something. Has to be, man. Like, look how fast society changed. But it really reminds me of when you study, friends. What I'll do is, okay, I'm going to show you what we consider like the bull market, okay, which altcoins are moving. What I'll do is I actually put it to a daily chart on others BTC just to show you, because here's the danger, friends. If you put it on a daily chart, there are all these periods where it stops. Okay, so this is actually others BTC in 2021. Now, see, look, see how it goes red, green, red, red. See this? Up and down, up and down, up and down, up, down. You see this? And it's slowly walking up. You know, at somewhere at this point, I'm just going to show you this. See, it's just going up. Look at this. Beep, 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 beep. See, it looks red, red, red. Look, green, 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 red, green, green, red, green, red, red, green, green. See this? See this? Now, you don't notice this, friends, but see, look at this. Look at this. Green, red, green, green, red. You see, it's flipping a coin, okay? But actually, friends, in this period, there is euphoria, okay? But you can't actually tell because you're just seeing this go up and up. You can't actually tell. It's pretty much all over. And funny enough, you know this candle here, 18th of May, 2021, altcoins still have not recovered to that point. Bro, it's been like almost 5 years. You still haven't recovered to this point. So I just want to show you this slow ascension. It's a perfect example because that's why I showed you this like a political, topical, wokey thing, okay? It's the example of the frog boiling in the bathtub when they just raise the temperature up by 1 degree and then you fry it too late. Yeah, that's crypto, man, as well. Like we're just, at some point here, people just start losing their minds, but you just don't know where it is because there's a lot of red resets. You know what I mean? It's like there's dopamine here and then it crashes back down and then dopamine goes up. But one of them is just such a vicious dopamine rejection. It just never ever comes back, okay? So look at this, man. This is crazy. So if you just go back, friends, this is let's go to day 50. Wow, that's wild, man. Look at this. Did you know, friends, you're meant to start selling here. Isn't that crazy? You're meant to start selling. So you want to time the top of altcoins in 2021? You're meant to sell as soon as this happens. Yeah, man, you can't tell. As soon as this happens, every day you got to wake up, sell 2% of your portfolio. Every day. You had 50 days. By the end of those 50 days, you've actually sold around the top. You sold on the top, you walk away. But look at that. You're like, what do you mean sell? Look, we just get started. There's all these reds and green. How can you tell? It's a tough gig, isn't it? That's why this is a daily chart. How can you rectify this? Well, maybe you can change it to like a weekly chart. Maybe the weekly chart helps, but does it really help? Because look, you're still under the all-time high. You just barely broke it for like 7 to 14 days and it was all over. And this high and low was actually fake because this was actually NFTs and stuff. This actually wasn't the real things coming up. Let's actually see what it looks like on the monthly charts. Can you actually get anything out of it? Maybe. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green monthly candles. But look at that, man. May, friends. So if you waited, look at this. That's wild, man. If you, yes. So May close. So we know that's a scam because if you waited to the end of May, you're wrecked because China already banned Bitcoin and everything dropped 75%. So you're like, oh crap, I can't just use the monthly closes on this. I know, man, it's wild. How many have we done here? We've only done one. You see that? We've only done one. So like, perfect example, right? Of like that frog boiling in the water without even knowing. So what do you do? Well, that's why I just said like this whole year, it's a net seller's year. There's money everywhere, but everybody's free to sell and just click out, sell whenever they want, whenever you think is appropriate. Problem is, no one really has a strategy. No one really knows. If you were to time it 3 out of 3 times, it's Q4 of the year. Also, I wanted to show you this poll as well. 50% of people expect their whole net worth to jump 10 to 50x this year. I hope so. So this is my YouTube poll that I did out here. So I remember 2025 is here. How much do you expect by December 2025? So most people, friends, over 50% expect between 10 to 50x. So pretty much take the middle of that. It's like 25x. Okay. I hope we get it, man. I hope we get it. I'm just letting you know the numbers, okay? Be like, oh, crap. 56% of people expect 25x, huh? Something to think about. Traditionally, though, that kind of tells you if everyone's expecting on average 25x, you run out of buyers at around the 10 to 15x. Because like, you know, like who's going to buy up to 25x? They must think it's going 100x, right? You see, but if the crowd is stacked at 25, no one believes in 100. They all believe in 25. That's what happens, right? Because people only buy cheap, what they think is cheap. Okay, so you're trying to look at what the market gauges out here. So it's just an interesting experiment. But honestly, all of these friends, whenever you see that and you see this, so you have these crypto fundamentals making memes. You have Peach, Shitan, all the Tangang stuff. This is one of these funny videos of Tangang stuff. So crypto fundamentals, man, it's literally, it's just beaming these images and marketing in your mind, and it's making these like little characters like live in your head. Okay, really, that's what it comes down to. And remember, memes, cults, religions, like you care more about them and these characters. it's personalities, these characters. Remember, we're a digital nation. Right? We are countries without borders. What's our passport? There's no international passport. It's like we all live on the internet. Not only do we just like live and type on the internet and talk to each other, actually like now we have our finances and our wallets on the internet. That's what crypto is, right? And now we can actually like, you know, money is speech. So you can do a lot of cute, fancy things out here. So ultimately, I've shown you, okay, this cycle, okay? Also, please, you got to pay attention, right? That boiling frog thing, I think about that a lot. I think about that because we live day to day. And when you have like 3 green candles daily and then like 2 red ones, like the dopamine's reset. But if you go check all the euphoria, that's actually how everything goes up. It's like 3 green, 2 red. Then green, red, green, red, green. But they're just making high lows. But your dopamine goes up, up, down, up, down, up, down. But you're feeling like more, you're building up this euphoria because the price is going higher and higher. But your dopamine's still like resetting every time. And because it's random. You don't know that there's this point when, oh, I am so euphoric, everybody. I'm amazing. You never feel that because you live day to day. Because it just keeps getting reset every time. The only way to actually like filter through it is to like use that monthly chart. That's the only way to look at it. Monthly chart, macro chart. That's why we use the 4-year cycle. That's why others BTC friends as a ratio, you get an idea of cheap and expensive. I believe, right? If we could get up here, all right, we're talking now. We're talking dangerous top signals. When we're down here in scam zone, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Of course, you might worry. You're like, what if we just got scammed if we never go up? Yeah, of course, you can worry about that. But, you know, then we all lose. I've got no answer for that. But now you get to see, right? That's why, friends, what have I shown you? Just these power of these ratios. Very important. Because, like, I've simplified it for us. You don't have to work, because everyone's worried about, oh, is Bitcoin going to be 150K or is plan B right? Are we going to get 450K? I don't care. I don't know. I don't even need to know Bitcoin's US dollar price. All I need to know is the ratio of altcoins as a size to Bitcoin. That's all I care about. Right now, the number's like 18, 19%. Okay, that's what this black vertical line is that you can't see all the numbers. Up here, where is danger? It would be like 55%. Okay, right now it's 18%. If we become like 50%, okay, sweet. I believe, look at that. We might even be, maybe that's where we go and peak out, friends. We're like, that's probably, look, see the big channel? That's actually what I want to draw. It's to show you. You can actually see, yeah, so there's like this big channel. So maybe that's where altcoins go up and they pop up here. That means altcoins are like 63% of the size of Bitcoin, come back down, whatever. But remember, it's a ratio. So technically, Bitcoin can stay at 100K and we can get our alt seasons, yeah. You know, Bitcoin, friends, if Bitcoin stays $100,000 and then altcoins do like a 5 or 6x across the whole board and Bitcoin literally just stays $100,000, yeah, you sell. You sell. So the ratio, very, very important. It like unlocks a lot of these like hidden things you get to see about misallocation of capital, what we call, you know, what we'd call, I guess, euphoria, which is just people buying just because they're excited and not because they see value in something out here. But you've learned a lot today, friends. Some would say too much. Remember, I'm just a guy on the internet wearing a Charmander hat. Like, subscribe, but not catch you soon.